Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV and to Team VLR. Tonight, we are live from the virtual Volusia Speedway Park for what is going to be a sensational season opener here from Barbersville, Florida. The Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models tackle Volusia for round number 1 of the series. Brett Wheeler will be joined by Alex Robinson here in about 30 seconds time as we get set to kick off this wonderful 8-week series. And again, over the next 9 weeks, 8 rounds will be contested. We will have a break, of course, before the championship finale. But again, big thank you to, of course, the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. Big thank you to, of course, Big Horn Taxidermy. And, of course, big thank you to Shop Fergie 22, Chris Ferguson and the team at CFM Esports. Visit shopfergie22.com for your next racing t-shirts. As we get set, we are just about to wrap up the qualifying session here. And we will go through and take a look at your official qualifying results. Alex Bergeron stops the time sheets with a 15.566. Tanner Tomasi in second, quick Damien Kiefer third, Dylan Yeager fourth, fifth will go to Brent Carter. We will see 5 heat races on the program. Unusual to see Blake Matjoulis back in 7th position, a 10th off the pace, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. Jay Place, some other names as well, Ethan Toda and Daniel Powell in 20th, Cole Cabrera 18th, so just JD Brown, just a couple of names that we've seen in the Summer Sizzle for the UMP Modifieds, but it is time we take a look, ladies and gentlemen, the UltimateDirtTV starting grid for heat race number 1 of 5. And we will take the top 3 to the feature event. Starting from position number 1 will be Alex Bergeron in the Team ABR Esports number 12 machine. He's outside Richard Bertor. Junior lines up at a position number 2. Position number 3 will be Robert Fletcher. Position number 4. Let me do a few things here. Position number 4 will be Brent Evans. Rolling off in the 5th position will be Drew Hopkins in the 157, position number 5. Darren Lilly lines up out of position number 6. Troy Vaughan will start position number 7. Andrew Hawkins will start. He's outside out of position number 8. Howard Weaver in the 07 machine lines up position number 9. Logan Romney out of position number 10. And Bobby Rafferty will roll off from the 11th starting position. What a good way to kick off the season opener here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Who will take out heat race number 1? Who will take out round number 1 of the series? Of course, we've seen with the UMP Summer Sizzle, it was all Blake Matjoulis and Evan C. They picked up all 6 feature wins. Evan C. going on route to picking up 4 wins and a championship. Blake Matjoulis picked up the first 2 rounds of the season. Who's gonna dominate here in the Pro Late Models? A field of near 60 drivers each and every week, all fighting it out to try and become the best VLR Pro Late Model and will be the Matjoulis Seay Speed Shop champion. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Matjoulis Seay Speed Shop, CFM Esports, Shop Fergie 22 and Big Horn Taxidermy as well. Here we go, set for a start. Hit race number 1. 8 laps on the board. Alex Bergeron and Richard Murtaugh will lead us off out of turn number 4. Green flag is out and Alex Bergeron got the good jump on the field. There goes Robert Fletcher now looking down to the inside there on the 33 machine. Then we go back down and take a look at Drew Hopkins in the 157 machine. The Drew Hopkins Racing entry. He'll work low just on the inside there. That is the one on the outside, sorry, the 101 machine. That is Brent Evans and he's now under some pressure. Meanwhile, Richard Murtaugh on the inside there of Robert Fletcher as they work down the back straightaway, down into turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps about to be in the books. Fletcher a little high in turns 3 and 4. There goes Drew Hopkins. He'll work to the inside. Now here comes Brent Evans on the inside of Fletcher. Good battle for 4, 5 and 6. Contact down into 1 and 2 and Fletcher hard into the wall. He'll pull that car to a stop and I think we're going to stay green for the moment. Troy Vaughan in that 357 machine. Sitting in 6th position, Darren Lilly in 5th as he's now working to the inside on Brent Evans through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straight away, it's still Alex Bergeron at the completion of lap number 4. We are halfway home here in Heat race number 1. It is Bergeron, Murtaugh, and Drew Hopkins. 1, 2, and 3. Then you go back in 4th position. Brent Evans will be starting on pole of one of the B mains here this evening. Drew Hopkins right on the bubble at the moment. 5 down, 3 to run. Alex Bergeron not missing a beat here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Evans closing in on Brent Evans down into turn number 3. Time running out for Brent Evans in the 101 machine. 2 laps left to go here in the opening heat race of the night. Bergeron continues to lead. But the battle right now between Drew Hopkins and Brent Evans is starting. He's going to heat up. Little contact there from Evans. Hopkins, he slams it all shut out of turn number 4. The white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader of Alex Bergeron. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Alex Bergeron will collect the first checkered flag of the season. He will win heat number 1. Richard Murtaugh home in 2nd. Drew Hopkins in 3rd. Of course, those results, all unofficial until the session rolls over. Then we will take a look at your finishing results. And here they are on screen. Alex Bergeron, Richard Murtaugh, and Drew Hopkins 1, 2, and 3. Darren Lilly, Brent Evans 4th and 5th. Troy Vaughan, Howard Weaver, Bobby Rafferty, Logan Romney, Andrew Hawkins, and Robert Fletcher. Your 11 cars for heat number 1. Again, 5 heats on the program for tonight. Heat race number 2. And let's throw it down to Alex Robertson, who will have our starting grid.
Starting on the pole for heat race number 2, it's the 91 of Tanner Tomasi. And to the outside, the 127, it's Blake Matjoulis. Row number 2, it's going to be the 42 of Matthew Selby. To the outside, it's Hunter Heck for Drew Hopkins Racing. Jesse Enrican will start in the 5th spot in the 1. To the outside, it's the 01 of Tyler Hudson. Randall Carter for Team VLR will start 7th. To the outside, it's the 8 of Austin Hunter. Jesse Wall starts 9th. To the outside, it is Ladone Pena in the 44. And William Eads will round out your 11-car heat race number 2 starting grid.
All right, so that is heat race number 1 and the driver in 10th, that's going to be Leo Pena. So I will work on the back end and get that fixed up. He's been a sim racer for a little bit. We haven't really seen too much of him lately. But I'll tell you what, heat number 1, Alex certainly lived up to the expectation of who is going to be the dominant force here tonight. And I'll tell you what, Alex Bergeron, he done very well to make that claim. And so there's a big front row here, and especially to line up on the outside of the front row. Alongside him, will it be Tanner Tomasi? Will it be Blake Matjoulis? Will we see a surprise packer like Matthew Selby, Hunter Heck? Could we even see the HUD, Tyler Hudson, or even Jesse Enrican? Randall Carter, he's been quick as well. So a very stacked heat race here. And again, we'll see 5 stacked heat races. No easy heat race throughout the series.
Oh, and it's going to be fun here, especially kicking it off in Florida at Volusia Speedway. It's always a great track, and the green flag is out, and oh boy, rough start.
Yeah, I think we're going to put that blame on the 127 there. I think you went to try and time that start, and unfortunately, you can't. The outside car, no one can go until the leader fires. Let's take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Oh, now, okay. I might take that back. Let's watch this in slow-mo. Watch the back end of Tomasi's car. Ready? Watch it. It's normal. It's normal. Oh, okay. Oh, now, is that contact there with the one machine behind him?
I want to say yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. Because by the time, I mean, if I'm Blake Matjoulis, if you're looking at that and you see the back end lift up, that automatically thinks that, right, he's getting on the gas. So Blake's done, tried to get on the gas, and, well, Blake Matjoulis now back on pit road. So, well, yeah, tough break for Blake Matjoulis, who's now going to have to come, Alex, and think about this, from the back of one of the B mains, and that's not how you would want to start your season opener and your campaign here at Volusia, to come from the back of one of the B mains.
not a strong start. And, you know, for him, it's been a tough few weeks, as that's just bad luck carrying over from the UMPs, where we remember he had a lot of bad luck there in that final race of the season. So it carries over to tonight. Hopefully the good luck comes in and he can make the feature. But, man, oh, man, going to be a long night for that 127.
Yeah, it certainly is. So we'll have a complete restart here in heat race number 2. Hello, Luke Johnson. Congratulations, buddy. I see the news yesterday. I did try and congratulate you yesterday on the stream that I was doing, but you didn't come back, so good chat. But hey, congratulations, buddy. Here we go. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Tanner Tomasi and Matjoulis Seay on the front row on the outside. Keep an eye on the 01 machine of Tyler Hudson. The iRacing star member. We'll see what he can do here. Working down the back straight away. Hunter Heck moves up into position number 2, and Hudson getting a little tight there in the middle of turn number 3 and 4, as does Matjoulis Seay. So a good battle on for position 3, 4, 5, and 6. They're 2 by 2 throughout the field, Alex.
And you talk about that battle up front. What would it be? A season opener if Drew Hopkins Racing can get 2 entries into the feature grid in this tough competition. But Tanner Tomasi right now has a little contact back there. They were going 3 wide for your 3rd spot.
Yeah, Randall Carter forced the issue there with Matjoulis Seay to the outside, and there was Tyler Hudson working low as we work down the back straight away to complete lap number 4, this time by Tanner Tomasi, looking to start on the outside of the front row alongside Alex Bergeron in tonight's main event. Hunter Heck still rides in second. Randall Carter working to the middle of the racetrack. He's getting a run now on Hunter Heck down the back straightaway. Randall Carter, he started 7th. Alex, he's up to position number 3, but right now he's got Jesse Wall and Tyler Hudson as they go side by side, but Randall Carter moves into position number 2 with 3 to run.
2 by 2 they go. Battle for the 2nd spot, battle for the 4th spot, as Hunter Heck now loses that 2nd spot right now to Randall Carter. But guess what? Tanner Tomasi right there in striking distance. Tomasi makes one mistake, and we might have ourselves a new race leader.
Well, we go 1 by 2 by 2 through turn number 1 and 2. 2 laps left to run. There's a lot of 1s and 2s going out. Here comes the 37 of Carter, still working to the outside. The 185 of Hunter Heck gets a little tight. Contact with Jesse Wall. Tyler Hudson has to check out. White flag is out. 1 to go, Alex.
1 to go, and you see Randall Carter going to the inside, trying to get there on the 09. He'll have one more turn to make it happen. Tomasi goes and blocks the bottom side. A little slide job there as he blocked it off. Tanner Tomasi going to take home the win. Randall Carter in a close second, and it looks like Hunter Heck holds on to the 3rd place finish.
Here's the opening couple heat races have been absolute lightning when it comes to drivers being able to make some moves. Tanner Tomasi wins by 0.068 of a second over Randall Carter in second. Hunter Heck third. Tyler Hudson, Jesse Ward, Leo Pina, Matjoulis Seay, Austin Hunter, Jesse Entigan, William Eads, and Blake Matjoulis in position number 11. From 4th on back, they'll find themselves locked into one of 3 B mains on the program. Heat race number 3, we'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. Damien Kiefer will line up alongside his teammate Jay Place from positions number 1 and 2.
Felix Roy starts in the 3rd spot in the 43, and to the outside, D1RTs, it's the 45 of Cole Cabray.
Rolling off position number 5 for Slick Sim Sports, he pilots a 331 machine that is Dustin Hall to his outside, drives the 111. I'm pretty sure it's just the 1 car. That will be Josh Oliver, position 6.
Starting in the 7th spot, it's the 117. It's Ethan Sprague to the outside, the 57 of AJ Cruz.
Brandon Bender will roll off at a position number 9 to his outside. He pilots car number 13. From Pennsylvania, it's Jordan Mitchell. He'll line up at a position number 10. And starting shotgun at the back of the field. Looks like he may not have got a qualifying lap time. If he did, he must have had contact with the wall. The Swindell Speed Lab, it's the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Alex, Kendall Tucker, 11th in this field. And again, as I said just before that last heat race, there's no easy heat races here at Team VLR with the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro late models.
No easy heat race. And to think about this, you want to be in one of those transfer spots, especially now. If Kendall Tucker doesn't make this feature event from this heat race, you will have Blake Matjoulis and Kendall Tucker in a consolation later on tonight. And that's just a nightmare for some of these guys because you got 2 Pro Series drivers who have a lot of experience on tracks, especially a track like Volusia Speedway. And I wouldn't want to compete against them when they're on a mission to make that A main event.
Well, it's going to be a tough one, but again, the newest addition to the teamvlr.com entry on the stables is that zero machine of Damien Kiefer. He's already shown some promising speed, but tell you what, he's going to be very, very quick when he has the help of the likes of the VLR guys. Well, these drivers, they know how to run late models, and they know how to run pretty much all forms of dirt cars here on the iRacing.com service. We'll just see what kind of level he takes his game. As we turn into 3 and 4, lap number 1 is in the books just this time by Damien Kiefer. Will hold on. Jay Place runs second, and here comes Cole Cabray. He'll move into position number 3.
Cole Cabray under pressure. Here's the 91 of Felix Roy trying to go to the inside of that 71 machine for D1RT. Jay Place holds on to second, and you look at 1 and 2. The only 2 cars who gave a run for money for Evan C. in that UMP final race.
Yeah, he was very, very quick over the last couple of weeks of competition in those UMP modifieds. But right now, we are here at the Volusia Speedway Park for the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Season Open. Again, 8 weeks of fierce racing competition. 60 of the best iRacers in the world. It's Damien Kiefer at the moment to lead heat race number 3. Jay Place continues to run second. Cole Cabray third. Dustin Hall up to position number 4. Kendall Tucker started 11th. He's up to 8th. He's still got a fair bit of work to do as he now moves into position 7 as he gets by Ethan Sprague. We watch Felix Roy. Felix Roy was a surprise packet in those UMP modifieds as well, Alex. He was always there. He picked up a hard charger in the very first week.
Yeah, that 91 machine, he finished, I want to say, 5th in points. So a good run for that 91 machine there, as right now he is under some pressure. As you see Kendall Tucker right now trying to make some moves, trying to get up closer in this field. And guess what? Even if he doesn't make the show, it's going to make him an easier B main for him to run tonight.
Yeah, certainly as your top 5 have spread themselves out single files with Kendall Tucker now moves up to position 6. Here comes Ethan Sprague fending off a challenge from Josh Oliver, who does partly triple 1. I did call it in the 1 machine. I may have had a number change, but now AJ Cruz, we've got white flaggers out 1 to run for your race leader. Damien Kiefer holds on from Jay Place, nose to tail down the back straight away into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Damien Kiefer, what a way and what a statement to open up his season campaign with the Pro Late Models. He gets the win ahead of his teammate Jay Place in second. Cole Cabray will come home third. And of course, those results unofficial for the moment until we bring those results up on screen live right now. Kiefer, Place, and Cabray get the job done, and they will transfer to the main event. Roy, Hall, Tucker up to 6, Oliver, Cruz, Sprague, Mitchell, and Bender. They'll all be going to the one of 3 B mains on the program tonight. Heat number 4, Alex, let's take a look at your starting grid.
Starting on the pole, Team VLR's 48, it's Dylan Yeager to the outside. The 15, it's Dustin Momberket.
Starting position number 3, he pilots car number 23, that is Ethan Toter. He's outside. In the Jim Beaver Esports, car number 34, out of position number 4, that is Brandon Proudfoot.
Starting in the 5th spot, the 22, it's James Miller. And to the outside, the 71, it's Kevin Herbert.
Then we go back to row 4 to the inside. In car number 70, that is Davin Carver. He'll start position number 7. To his outside, driving the 116 machine. Out of position number 8, that is Chase Hardy.
Starting in the 9th spot, the 101, it's Cole Hendrickson. 10th, it's the 11 of David Kolb. And rounding out the field in a surprising 11th spot, the 46 for Team VLR, it's Ryan Underwood.
Again, the question is, how far can Underwood move up through this field? Because he's going to have to do what Kendall Tucker did. If he didn't, he might just be mired back in one of the B mains, along with Blake Matjoulis, who we've already spoken about, and even Kendall Tucker, with him finishing 6th, that's going to put him right around row 3, even row 4 in one of those B mains. And if we do have the 3 B mains, which I'm pretty sure we are going to have with what is near, I think it was a 52, 54 car field, that's still, we're only going to take the top 2, maybe top 3 from the B main. So, I mean, Kendall Tucker's still got his work cut out for him for the rest of the night as well.
Oh, it's going to be an entertaining night here. B mains already stacked, and who knows who can join him here. Davin Cardwell, Chase Hardy, Ryan Underwood. They have to move up a few spots here, but 4 heat races are going to be in the books here when the checkered flag is waved, because heat race number 4 underway.
There goes Ethan Toner straight to the inside there on Dustin Momberket down into turn number 1 and 2 and working down the back straight away here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Brandon Proudfoot in the 22 runs in 4th position, slides to the inside and he'll makes contact there to the left side there of the 16. That is Dustin Momberket. The 22, James Miller, moves up into position 5, but now That's the red and white 22. We've got the, what do you call that, a woodcut? It's like a wood colour, a beige.
Something like that. That is I haven't seen a paint scheme like that in a while. And man, oh man, right now he is holding on to that third spot here. But you look behind him, Dustin Monberquette, James Miller, they're going side by side for your fourth spot.
Yeah, battling for better starting positions in one of three B mains here this evening. Davin Cardwell may have had some contact there with Chase Hardy. Now we've got a challenge on for the race lead. Not quite just yet, as Ethan Toda was trying to work over Dylan Yeager. Dylan Yeager out in front. At the moment, we're watching Monberquette in fourth position in the 16. James Miller getting a little tight there. We'll go 3 wide there off the exit of turn number 4. Hardy, Carbo, and Miller. Davin Carbo gets a bit of that situation. Now here comes Cole Henriksen in the Zero Machine. But look at Miller working back to the outside. 5 in the books, Alex. 3 to run this time by.
Battles throughout this field are on right now. As you see, there is Davin Cardwell. He is looking to make it into the A main event, but he got to get through 2 more cars here, and one of them is that VLR 16 of Dustin Monberquette, who's holding on to a strong 4th place right now, and he is not looking to give it up. As you see, there goes Cardwell to the outside once more, but here comes Miller down to the inside as Cardwell drops back 1 more spot.
Yeah, Miller back to the inside on Davin Cardwell, and then Cole Henriksen all over the back of them through turn number 1 and 2. A lap and a half to run here at Volusia. Round number 1 of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Series. Again, 8 weeks the distance. We are working on the final lap this time by your race leader, Dylan Yeager. Oh, there's some contact there. Davin Cardwell and Cole Henriksen had some dramas. We go into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Dylan Yeager for Team Victory Lane Racing. He will get the job done. Heat number 4, Ethan Taylor in 2nd, and Brandon Proudfoot in 3rd. And well, the VLR guys, Alex, they're making a statement once again. They've just picked up another heat race win. They've put another car into the main event.
Man, oh man, what another entertaining heat race there. As heat race number 4 has completed in the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Wins it there. Ethan Toder, Brandon Proudfoot go on to the A main event. Dustin Monberquette, James Miller, Chase Hardy, Davin Cardwell, Ryan Underwood, David Kolb, Kevin Herbert, and Cole Henriksen going on to one of the B mains. Later on tonight, but first we have heat race number 5. Your starting grid is up and starting on the pole. The 69 for Team VLR. It is Brent Carter to the outside, the 80 of Jacob Harberts.
JD Brown, the 14 for Slick Sim Sports, rolls off out of position number 3 to his outside. Driving car number 32, that is Daniel Powell out of position number 4.
Alex McCullum will start in the 5th spot to the outside, the 5 of Chris Fisher.
Row 4 to the inside, driving the 399 Esports. Car number 36 entry, that is Brandon Marlowe, position number 7. Out of position number 8, driving car 31, that's Justin Holt.
Starting in the 9th spot, the 25 of Jarrett Murphy. To the outside, it's Matty Watkins in the 99, and rounding out the field, the 3 of Zane Yost.
5 heats, 11 cars. Alex, do the simple quick math. 5 times 11 is 55. 55 cars out of 60 that have signed up for the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models. What a way to kick off the season over, and no doubt as we get further throughout the season, we are probably going to be very, very consistent with that around the 50 to 55 numbers mark. And man, I tell you what, it was it's a pretty good way to open up the season here at Volusia. And what better way to open up at Volusia, because we go back to February where the late models run, and the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars, they open up their real world campaign here at Volusia. There's no better track. Like I say, this is probably one of the raciest tracks that we've got here on the iRacing.com service.
Oh, it's racy, but it's dangerous quick also, as we've seen some contact early on here in heat races, but everyone's kept it clean so far. Can heat race number 5 follow up what the 4 heat races have done before him here as we go green?
Look at JD Brown, the 14 entry for Slick Sim Sports. Oh no, there goes Jacob Harbert. He got very tight there on the entry to turn 1. Daniel Powell quickly takes advantage of that one. Meanwhile, Alex McCullum looking to the inside. They'll go 2 by 2 through turns 3 and 4. Lap number 1 is in the books, and another VLR car leads the way in the Salina Truck Stop 69 entry of Brent Carter. JD Brown looking quickly to make amends of what was somewhat of an okay qualifying effort, but looking to put himself in a top 3 row starting position rather than being on the outside of row 5 for tonight's main event. Brown to the inside there on Carter, but Carter holds on to the number 1 spot as they work into turn 3.
Brent Carter, JD Brown, these two going at it here for your top spot. Back there, you see Daniel Powell trying to hold on from Alex McCullum on the third spot. As there you see McCullum now and Powell. They're catching up to your leaders of Carter and JD Brown. And can Brown get to the inside? No, he cannot. As you see Carter, he's running a little bit of a slider line. That 69 machine, a man on a mission.
Yeah, Brent Carter again looking to make it what would be 3 or 4 cars inside the first 3, even 4 rows of tonight's main event. Is certainly going to be stacked with VLR cars, no doubt, as we come to the completion of lap number 5. It's still Brent Carter in that Selena truck stop, car number 69 entry for Team Victory Lane Racing, holding on to the number 1 position. Carter looking to the inside, unable to make the pass in turns number 1 and 2. He'll only have a limited number of opportunities left to make something happen. Brown stays low out of turn number 4. Can't quite get the drive as what Brent Carter does into turn number 1 and 2. Here he comes to the inside, side by side. Your battle for the race lead. Carter's got the run out of turn number 2.
JD Brown, Brent Carter going at it here for your race lead. You see Carter on the top side. There is Brown on the bottom, and here comes Powell once more, trying to make one more last-ditch effort. White flag in the air. Your top 3 are real close together. You can put a blanket over top of them. Brent Carter, though, he now cuts off JD Brown into turn 3 and 4. You see Powell to the inside of JD Brown. Drag race to the finish line for the second spot. Carter wins. Brown second. Daniel Powell in third.
Well, what another entertaining heat race. And now the 5 heat races. The heat races are complete. We'll take a look here in just a moment at our heat race number 5 results, and here they are. So we've already, Alex, locked in 15 cars. We've got 3 B mains. Without even looking at it, I know we're going to take the top 3, but I'll just confirm that in a few moments' time. Brent Carter, JD Brown, and Daniel Powell, your top 3. McCullum, Harberts, Holt, Marlowe, Murphy, Fisher, Watkins, and Yost, all going to one of 3 B mains. Let's take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. It is 12 laps to distance, and I can confirm that it will be indeed the top 3 that will move on to the main event. We'll start a 24-car field, but we've got to get through 3 last chance showdowns. Darren Lilly lines up the 26 machine from position number 1. Dustin Mumbaket lines up out of position number 2.
Starting on the third spot, it is Jesse Wall. To the outside, it's Jacob Harberts.
Row 3, what a row 3 this is. For Swindell Speed Lab, it's the 00 machine of Kendall Tucker. He'll start position number 5, and he's outside driving the 07 for Team Victory Lane Racing. That is Howard Weaver, position number 6.
Davin Cardwell will start in the 7th spot. To the outside, it is going to be Austin Hunter.
Row 5 will be Jarrett Murphy to the inside out of position number 9, and Ethan Sprague out of position number 10.
Starting in the 11th spot, it's the 224 of Andrew Hawkins, and to the outside, it's Kevin Herbert.
And your final driver in the 127 entry out of position number 13 will be Blake Matjoulis. 12 cars, Alex. Ethan Sprague did not make the call, but Dustin Mombaket, Jesse Wall, Howard Weaver, Kendall Tucker, Austin Hunter, Davin Carville, Jarrett Murphy, Blake Matjoulis, all drivers that are very, very capable of starting in any A-main competition. You've got those drivers right now stuck in a B main with only 3 of them going through.
And what did I say earlier? I didn't think they were going to be this stacked for your first B main, but I said earlier in the night when we saw Matjoulis and we saw Tucker get knocked into one of these B mains, that if you're somebody here that's an underdog story, you got to be terrified to have some guys like Davin Cardwell, Blake Matjoulis, Kendall Tucker, who have had those black stripes, had the competition, because they're a man on a mission. They want the A main. They don't want to start the season off in a B main and not make the A main. But here we go. Green flag is out. Top 3 go on.
12 laps of the distance, a bit of beating and bagging already through turn number 1 and 2, 3 wide. Look at Kendall Tucker working the inside of Jacob Harberts and Jesse Wall working the top side of the racetrack. Kendall Tucker, we are yellow. Early on, Davin Carville, Austin Hunter, some drivers that may have been involved in that caution. And, well, Alex, the likes of Blake Matjoulis would be hoping that he would hope to see a couple of these cautions come out throughout this field, because that gives him an opportunity right now. No, Davin Carville just gets into Howard Weaver. Blake Matjoulis left nowhere to go on that one. And what happened to Austin Hunter here as we just rewind it back just a little bit, and there was contact with the 71 machine. That is Kevin Herbert. And then the 24 which I believe might be, I want to say it's Jarrett Murphy, but no, it's going to be Andrew Hawkins. It was, in fact, on that one. So, look, early green flag, and we'll get this field settled back up once again, get them settled down, and as I said, Blake Matjoulis would be hoping that he gets to see a couple of these yellows throughout the course of the V main, because it gives him a chance to pass some cars, but it also gives him an opportunity for cars that might be involved that have to go to the rear, and that's just basically cars that he does not have to pass. Hello Platzi, hello Tony, and hello Patricia.
You know what? It knocks two guys off the list that Blake Matjoulis needs to pass here. There's still a whole bunch more that he needs to go by, and that's Kendall Tucker, Howard Weaver there still. Those two are going to be hard to pass. Dustin Momberquette right now, he is sitting pretty up there on that front row for this restart. So is Jacob Harberts there in row number 2. Jesse Wall right there on the outside looking in. So those 4 cars right now, they need to stay there. Again, 3 will go on, the other one will go home. But right now, you just want to keep Howard Weaver, Kendall Tucker, and Blake Matjoulis in the rearview mirror. You don't want them anywhere near you.
No, exactly right, as we are coming to, hopefully, the 1 to green this time. Bye. What a beautiful facility this is, Alex. You ever been here? I know the answer, but I'm going to say. Have you ever been here?
No.
Would you like to go?
Sure.
Is this track on your bucket list?
It actually is.
Okay, all right. Can you say silly?
I'm a little, no. I see the comment, no. I'm a little depressed, though, because my mother said we're going to Disney in December. I would prefer going in, like, March when they're racing in Florida, that I can go see a few races. But what mother says goes, and you don't cross the balls.
Well, then you better not cross me. Green flag is out. Oh, what kind of start did we just see there? 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Kendall Tucker got the best of that situation. He takes over the race lead, but here comes Momberquette now. Look at Howard Weaver. Trying to work his magic in that 07 and 07, the orange machine. Rolling down to the bottom through turn number 3 and 4. Lap number, well, that's going to go back a couple of laps. So what should be lap 4 is in the books. I didn't think we had that many laps, but keep an eye on Blake Matjoulis. Look at the 25. We go 4 wide. Alex down the back straight. This may not end well.
Oh, man, somebody got to give. Here they do right now. But then we go 5 wide. Battle in and out there. You see Blake Matjoulis, and something does give contact being made. Blake Matjoulis gets the best of it here. He's battling up with Davin Cardwell now. Matjoulis up to the 6th spot. 3 more spots away from making the A-main event. But guess what? Kendall Tucker, Howard Weaver, they hold on to 2 of them.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, just as you said, 3 spots away, and those 3 cars happen to be with about 3 car lengths within one another. Jacob Harbert's in the 80 machine, rolling the bottom side. Jarrett Murphy, the 25, the black, blue, and orange entry working to the outsiders. There goes Davin Cardwell. He gets by, move Davin Cardwell into position number 4. It's got some front left fender damage there on the 127 machine. Surely that's got to be taking away some of the performance here. That is allowing Blake Matjoulis and stopping him from getting potentially into a transfer position. Davin Cardwell looking for positions number 3 there on Jacob Harberts, but Harberts holds on. Meanwhile, Kendall Tucker halfway home, 6 down and 6 to run your race leader.
And imagine the bragging rights for that 80 of Jacob Harberts if you say you transferred over Davin Cardwell and Blake Matjoulis there alongside Dustin Momberquette. That would be a story alone itself for that 80 machine of Harberts. Then to make the A-main on top of it, right now he is holding off Davin Cardwell, but that 70 machine trying to throw everything he got, bottom, top, even a slider going to come in the late laps.
Well, Kendall Tucker has driven away from the competition here. He started position 5 and he's out to a near 2-second advantage over Howard Weaver. Weaver runs in second. Then you go back to Jacob Harberts. Harberts closes in now. Harberts looking for position number 2, looking for a bit of insurance position at the moment. They'll go side by side, give the advantage to Howard Weaver. Here comes Davin Cardwell. 3 circuits to go. Alex and Blake Matjoulis, big story of the night, looking like he might not even transfer into the main event.
There you see Harberts to the inside here, side-by-side battle, and you see right there the 70 machine has nowhere to go. Davin Cardwell right now needs to make a move and make it quick with 2 to run here. Howard Weaver, Jacob Harberts, they sit 2 and 3, but there goes Cardwell to the outside now on Harberts. We're going to make it a 3-wide battle here for your second spot, and Brett Wheeler. It is time for some drama. Green-white checkered coming at you.
Wow, a green-white checker to finish as Blake Matjoulis out of the event. We spoke about it before, Alex. Blake Matjoulis and the battles he had with Evan Seay. Evan Seay not here tonight. Not sure if he is registered for the series. But if he is not, and Blake Matjoulis has this bad of a night in week number 1, he's got a lot of work to do over the next 7 weeks. And considering that we have probably the best field that we've assembled or we've seen in a long, long time here with the late models, we know what we get from the late models. We know what we're going to get from the drivers. But when you put basically 30, 40 drivers that could win anywhere across the iRacing service in a league race, especially here, you probably got 10 or 15 guys that could pick up a win here at VLR and probably done so throughout their careers. Blake Matjoulis has got a lot of work to do over the next 7 weeks, or should I say 8 weeks, because we've got a week's break in between. But over the next 7 rounds, he's got his work cut out for him, to say the least.
A lot of work cut out for him indeed here, and especially now you got to think for some of these guys in the feature already, they got to have a smile because one of your most biggest threats in the field is out. He is done. So right now, if you just transfer barely into the feature event, you got to smile because that 127 will not be hunting you down tonight.
So we've still got 9 cars left on the racetrack. We'll go back to a green-white checker here at Volusia. Tucker, Weaver, Harbert are sitting 1, 2, and 3. Davin Cardwell sits 4th. Dustin Mombaquette alongside Jarrett Murphy in row 3. Murphy on the inside, Mombaquette on the outside. The next 2 make the next 3 flags will be the green, the white, and the checker. We hope. Here we go. Kendall Tucker picks up the loud pedal. We're underway once again here in B main number 1. Harvard's to the inside there on Howard Weaver through turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on Murphy and Cowboy. They'll go side by side down the back straightaway. Coming to the white flag. Alex 1 to go. Nearly 3 wide for the final transfer spot.
Howard Weaver holds on to the 3rd spot right now, but watch Cardwell, watch Murphy. They're going to throw everything they have on that 07 machine of Howard Weaver. As you see, there goes Cardwell to the top side on Howard Weaver. Weaver goes to the inside of Jacob Harberts. Those two side by side for your 2nd spot. Cardwell, nowhere to go. He's going to force his way inside here. 3 wide for the transfer spot. It's going to be Harberts, Howard Weaver. Davin Cardwell going to come 1 spot short.
Wow. What? I mean, just when you thought the heat racers couldn't, just when you thought the heat racers were pretty good. That B main, that finish there in a green-white checker, 3 wide for those final 2 transfer positions. Kendall Tucker, your winner over Jacob Harbert. Howard Weaver, 2nd. Jacob Harbert's 3rd. Howard Weaver, 3rd. Davin Cardwell going to be the first car to miss out, along with Jared Murphy, Austin Hunter, Andrew Hawkins, Dustin Mombaquette, Darren Lilly, Kevin Herbert, Blake Matjoulis, Jesse Wall, and Ethan Sprague. There we go. Okay, so we've just been told that there is 1 drop week. So apparently, Blake Matjoulis and Evan Seay, well, they're still in good shape. So we get set for B main number 2 as Tyler Hudson will line up the 01 machine from position number 1. He's outside. He drives the 1 machine as well. That is Alex McCullum, position number 2.
Starting in row number 2, the 331 of Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports to the outside. It's the 357 of Troy Vaughn.
Row 3 to the inside, position number 5. That'll be Chase Hardy in the 116 machine to his outside. For 4 League Motorsports, it's the 42 entry of Matthew Selby. He'll start position number 6.
Row number 4 on the inside, the 36 for 399 Esports. It's Brandon Marlowe to the outside. The 57, it's AJ Cruz.
Row 5 inside out of position number 9. Car 7 of Logan Romney lines up. And on his outside, out of position number 10, will be the 11 of David Kalb.
William Eads will start in the 11 spot. In the 21 to the outside, the 99, it's Matty Watkins. And rounding out the field in the 13th spot, it's the 35, that's Brandon Bednar.
So B main number 2. And if you think this guy's got an advantage, you are wrong. Tyler Hudson. You don't know who he is. He's a staff member that works at iRacing. It's nice to see him back here in the Pro Late Models. I remember about a year or 2 ago was probably the last time that I seen him. So it's nice to see Hudson is back in the field, albeit in a B main. This is B main number 2. The same thing is going to apply as what we've seen in the last one. 12 laps will be the distance. The top 3 are going to go and transfer into the main event. Everybody else for 4th thumb back, well, they might just have to use their drop week early on. Alex, here we go. B main number 2.
Hudson, McCullum on your front row. A pair of ones, an 0-1 and a 1. B-main number 2 is underway here, and Tyler Hudson going to shoot out like a rocket here as he goes right to the top spot, the 331. He holds on to the third spot, but here comes Troy Vaughn. Here comes Matthew Selby. Going to put pressure, but Alex McCullum, watch out. You got 4 cars hunting you down early on.
Yeah, Dustin Hall in position number 3. Now here comes Matthew Selby trying to work to the outside. Drama's there for Troy Vaughn, the 357 machine. We might just be going yellow. There it is. Yellow flag is out. Troy Vaughn, the driver that probably started that one. I think Chase Hardy had nowhere to go in that exchange. Take a look here at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay as Troy Vaughn just drives up the racetrack and hit the wall and then came back down. Hardy nowhere to go. He's got the CFM Esports logo and the full throttle performance on that car. So tough break for Chase Hardy, but it's going to line the field back up once again. Tyler Hudson in those opening couple laps, I mean, even in the heat race, Alex, he didn't look sort of out of shape.
Man, oh man. You know what?
What's that, Alex?
Wheeler, we're going to make this interesting here. Who do you pick to finish in that third and final transfer spot?
We are going to go with Dustin Hall.
You're going to go with Hall. I think Hall's going to finish in second. So you know what? I'm going to go with one of the ones. I'm going to go with Alex McCullum to finish in that third spot.
Okay, I'm gonna one up you here. It's not going to change. It's going to go Hudson, McCullum, and Hall.
Nope, I got it going Hudson, Hall, McCullum. But guess what? If we pick the top 3 either or way, watch, we're going to mix it up and they're going to finish in the complete opposite order that we picked. But the green flag is back out.
Well, Dustin Hall quickly moves into position number 2. Here comes McCullum now trying to go back to the inside. He'll tuck in behind that 331 machine of Dustin Hall. Meanwhile, it's still, Tyler Hudson, your race leader from Dustin Hall. But now here comes Dustin Hall trying to peek up on the inside there of Tyler Hudson as they work down the back straightaway. This is B-main number 2. Look at Matthew Selby now to the outside there on Alex McCullum. And McCullum now on the verge of not making tonight's main event.
Alex McCullum right here, one of the only D1RT cars in the field for tonight's action. And right now he is going at it with the one of Matthew Selby. Selby running that mid-line here, going up to the top of the cushion. He's going to get the run out of the corner here. Alex McCullum losing ground on that one machine.
Well, we're going to have to blame Alex on that one and take a pick on whether it's Alex McCullum or Alex Robinson. Challenge on for the race lead. Dustin Hall on the inside there of Tyler Hudson. They nearly made contact into turn number 3. Very good driving there from Hall and Tyler Hudson to not make that initial contact. Dustin Hall has got it by probably not even a bumper bar as they work the back straightaway. Here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park, B-main number 2. Hudson on the outside, Dustin Hall on the inside. Give it to Tyler Hudson. Oh, contact into 1, Alex.
Contact between Dustin Hall, Tyler Hudson. Hudson right now on the fast line around the top. The 0-1 machine still holds an advantage. Here comes Hall now to the inside once more. Tyler Hudson holds on to your race lead, but how long? At 3:31 of Dustin Hall gaining ground. Now he's going to go up to that middle line, and he's going to test out, see where he can get some runs.
I'll tell you what, he's trying to persistently work that inside line is the 331 machine of Dustin Hall. But man, Tyler Hudson, he's good above the slick. He's trying to keep all 4 wheels in the moisture. From the mid entry into the turn in turn number 1, he'll slide it to the cushion, slide it to the moisture. But here comes Dustin Hall with a run into turns 3 once again. The mini slider line, Alex, is happening right now, and it's working for Tyler Hudson. Tip of the green, 2 to go.
Oh man, Tyler Hudson closing in on making the A main event here at 0-1 machine on the top side looking strong, but Dustin Hall on the bottom side trying to make a run once more for your race lead. White flag in the air this time by Hudson. Hall going at it.
Well, they've got transfer positions on lockdown at the moment, but Tyler Hudson still holds on to the race lead. Here comes Dustin Hall on the inside into turn number 3. Who's going to have it out of turn number 4? It's going to be a drag race to the line. Contact for 3rd. Oh, that's going to change things up, but Tyler Hudson will win B-main number 2. Dustin Hall home in 2nd, and Logan Romney will come home in that 3rd and final transfer position. Drama late in that one, Alex, for the finish of B main number 2. We know the top 2. It's going to be Tyler Hudson, Dustin Hall. Logan Romney will get that third and final transfer position, which means Marlowe, Selby, McCullum, Bender, Cruz, Watkins, Hardy, Calb, Vaughan, and Eads. They will all pack it up and get ready for round number 2 next week. And I think next week, from memory, I think we go to USA. We'll move on to B main number 3. It's going to be Felix Roy to start from position number 1. Position number 2 will be the 101 of Brent Evans.
James Miller in the 22 will start in row number 2 to the inside, to the outside. It's Leo Pena in the 44.
Row 3, position 5 will be Justin Holt on his outside, driving the 111. That's Josh Oliver, position number 6.
Bobby Rafferty in the 717. He will start position 7 and to the outside, the 46 for Team VLR. It's Ryan Underwood.
Then we go back to row 5. Jesse Entigan, the Hunt to front, number 1 machine, starts position number 9. He's outside. Will be the F5 of Chris Fisher.
Starting in the 11th spot, the 17 from Pennsylvania, it's Jordan Mitchell to the outside. Full throttle performance 77. It's Robert Fletcher.
Then we go back to the 7th and final row. Position number 13 will be Cole Henriksen. He'll start position number 13. To his outside will be Zane Yost. Lines up out of position number 14. I can confirm, Alex, next week we go to USA International Speedway, the longest dirt track we have on the surface, on the oval side of things, that is. And that track is 3/4 of a mile.
Big track. Very big track. But you know what? I'm intrigued because there's another big track that I really hope gets into the server one way or another. And that's that new racetrack. It's not really new, but a newer racetrack now, West Virginia. I really want to see that track get in here someday, sometime.
Oh, who knows what iRacing has installed. Here we go, 12 laps is on the board. The final 3 transfer positions up for grabs. It was James Miller who got an absolute horrible start. Keep an eye on the 46 machine of Ryan Underwood. Keep an eye on the 1 of Jesse Entigan. They've certainly got their work cut out for him. Meanwhile, Felix Roy leads lap number 1. Brett Evans rolls in the 2nd position. Battle on for 3rd. Leo Pena in 3rd in that 44 machine. He's got Justin Holt now to his inside. And then look at Ryan Underwood. Going to make it 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. Underwood rolls the bottom side.
Ryan Underwood right now on the bottom of a 3-wide battle here. That's for your 4th spot. He's coming after the 44 now of Leo Pena. As you see, 3 wide still behind him there. That 44 of Pena going after Brent Evans. Here goes to the inside here, the 101. There you see Miller now to the outside of Underwood. Felix Roy starting to pull away from the competition here early.
Yeah, and there's everybody from 2nd on back is starting to battle for their positions. Felix Roy has got a clear track in front of him to do what he does and what he loves to do, and that is lead laps here on the iRacing.com service. 3 wide for the final transfer position once again. Pena, Underwood, and Miller. Miller getting the worst of that one now. He'll go 3 wide with Jesse Entigan and Justin Holt, but it is going to be the battle on between Ryan Underwood and Leo Pena. Pena to the outside, Underwood on the low side. James Miller runs a big slider line down into turn number 3 and 4. Jesse Entigan slots back into position number 7, but now moving into position 3. And now coming up, the 2nd is the 46 of Ryan Underwood to the inside of Brett Evans.
Ryan Underwood right now looking to make the A main event. Here goes to the inside of Brent Evans here. 3 wide for your top 2 spots here. As there goes Ryan Underwood now. He takes over the 2nd spot. There you see Leo Pena now. He has contact. That puts James Miller in your 3rd spot. Justin Holt moves up to 4th.
What about the runs that Brent Evans has just got there on the inside of Justin Holt and Jesse Entigan? Meanwhile, Robert Fletcher coming through. Oh my, Alex, this car is shooting off hard to the outside concrete wall. They know that it is now do or die. And if they're not inside the top 3, it is going to be a very, very tough season ahead if they do not make tonight's main event. Of course, we said it earlier on that there is one drop week in the series. So the likes of Evan C, Blake Matjoulis, well, Evan C, he's going to already have to use his drop weeks. But, Alex, he's going to be, just like everybody else that is going to use their drop weeks early on, over the next 7 rounds, they have to be perfect. It cannot be one mistake, because that one mistake could be the difference of a championship, or it could be the difference between a 10th place in a championship.
It's going to be an interesting season at that, especially when it comes down to this one. Big names missing the show tonight. Big names coming through B mains here, and there's some underdog stories in the feature event. I cannot wait here. But again, who knows? Anything can happen in this B main here. Who knows who can make it? There's a lot of talent, but I think Felix Roy takes home this win here, and that 91 machine might have a chance at another hard charger to start the season.
All right, just quickly before we go back to green flag competition, again, a big thank you to, of course, Team Victory Lane Racing for putting on this series. Big thank you to, of course, CFM Esports. Big thank you to, of course, Bighorn Taxidermy. And, of course, big thank you to, of course, Shop Fergie 22. You can check out all the websites. Go to cfmesports.com as well. They've got some merchandise. Chris Ferguson, who, Alex, just a couple of weeks ago, joined us for the finale of the UMP Summer Sizzle. It was an actual blast to have him in the booth.
Oh, that was fun. That was one of the best times I've ever had, especially coming from me here, to have a real life driver who runs some of the biggest races in the world, and then have you, Mr. Wheeler, alongside as well, a pro driver here on the iRacing server. For me, that's a bucket list checkoff right there.
Just another stout name to add to the resume here, to the drivers and to the people that we've had here on UltimateDirtTV, and we'll hopefully get to touch on that again if we get the chance. But 2/3 of the final B main is in the books. It's Felix Roy to lead from Ryan Underwood. Now Underwood and James Miller come together on the exit of turn number 2. Miller going to move back to position 4 as Leo Pina works back to position 3 on the top side of the racetrack. Miller slides up, but Pina back into position number 3 with 3 to go, Alex.
Man, oh man, Underwood right now holds on to second, but Leo Pena and James Miller, those two going at it for your final transfer spot. The 44 of Pena holds on right now, but man, oh man, 2 to run here. You have Pena, you have Miller, you have Ederkin right there as well, but up front, Felix Roy, Ryan Underwood, these two going at it. You have 3 wide behind them.
So a driver that started on the pole position, the 91 of Felix Roy, has led 10, now hopefully about to be 11 laps of B main number 1. No, he's only going to lead 10 because Ryan Underwood takes over the race lead. He started position number 8, and he's had his work cut out for him as we work down the back straight away for the final time, the final prelim race of the season opener here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Ryan Underwood and Felix Roy to the inside. Oh man, what a finish that was. Man, Ryan Underwood just unofficially getting the win over Felix Roy in second, Leo Pena in third. We're going to have to wait for the official timing and scoring for that one. Alex, another photo finish is upon us.
And man, I got nothing to say. 5 heat races, 3 B mains. We've had photo finishes in the heat races, and there it is. Ryan Underwood takes home the win by .043 to Felix Roy there. Leo Pena in the third and final transfer spot for Miller, Ederkin, Holt, Yost, Fletcher, Fisher, Henriksen, Mitchell, Oliver, Evans, and Rafferty. Their night is done. We will have to see them next week at USA.
Well, again, if you want to check out all the websites, you can go check out at teamvlr.com to keep up to date with. And, of course, check out the Facebook page. If you haven't already, hit the like and follow button. Keep up to date with all the series that they've got going on. If you want to check out Bighorn Taxidermy on Facebook or on their social media pages, please do so. Give them a like and share and follow. And, again, support the people that support sim racing. But, of course, big thank you to, of course, Chris Ferguson, ShopFergie22.com and CFM Esports as well. Check them out at cfmesports.com. They've got, and I believe he just said that his mum has just basically ordered everything under the sun that they could think of. So if you want some merchandise, if you want some real life merchandise, again, please check out cfmesports.com and shopfergie22.com. We'll take a quick break here on UltimateDirtTV. Again, a big thank you to the folks over at Team Victory Lane Racing and, of course, iRacing.com for giving us a wonderful opportunity to showcase what esports is already evolving to. And, of course, we go back to, we can look at the Pro Series, some big real-life events that have happened for Australians, the Americans. There was just a whole bunch of events going across the service, and 4 billion laps that has been turned on the iRacing service, Alex?
I want to say it said 4 billion laps turned since the release of iRacing. And, since they released Dirt, it's been full bore. whole bunch of people came on. I came on. I can admit I came on when Dirt came out, and then Lucas Oil Pro 4 trucks come out, and that just adds another factor here to the iRacing server. So you've covered a lot of bases already here.
Certainly have. All right, what we'll do right now, we'll take a quick break here on UltimateDirtTV. Come back in just a few moments' time. You are watching round number 1 of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models. Thanks to Bighorn Taxidermy and ShopFergie22.com. We'll take a quick break. On the other side of this, your season opener main event up next. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here on UltimateDirtTV. Coverage of the season opener of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models here at Volusia. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson. We get set to take a look at your UltimateDirtTV for tonight's main event.
Starting in the 24th spot, it's going to be the 44 of Leo Pena. To the inside, the 7, it's Logan Romney.
Row 11, position number 22, it's Howard Weaver. To the inside, position number 21, it's Felix Roy.
Starting in the 20th spot for Slick Sim Sports, the 331, it's Dustin Hall. 19th is the 80 of Jacob Harberts.
Ryan Underwood will start position number 18. iRacing staff member, the 01 of Tyler Hudson, will start position number 17.
Starting in the 16th spot for Swindell Speed Lab, it's the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Daniel Powell will start in the 15th spot.
Jim Beaver Esports, Brandon Proudfoot will start position 14. To the inside for D1RT Racing, position number 13, it's Cole Cabray.
Starting in the position number 12, it's Drew Hopkins racing Hunter Heck, and to the inside, the 157 of Drew Hopkins.
JD Brown will start position number 10. Ethan Taylor lines up position number 9.
Starting in the 8th spot, it's Team VLR 16 of Jay Place, to the inside, the 37 of Randall Carter.
Richard Bertor Jr. lines up position number 6, and Brent Carter starts position 5.
Dylan Yeager will start in the 4th spot for Team VLR. To the inside, it's his teammate in the 0 of Damien Kiefer.
And the front row on the outside, out of position number 2, will be the 09 of Tanner Tomasi. And starting pole position for tonight's season opener for Team ABR Esports, it's the 12 of Alex Bergeron. Alex, very quickly, who are you picking to win?
You know what? I'm going to go with the number 12. Alex Bergeron with the win, but hard charger. We're picking a hard charger tonight, too. And I'm going, I feel a little hot. I feel a fever. I feel the Weaver fever. He's going to get the hard charger tonight.
Hard charge will be Felix Roy, and getting the win tonight, I'm going to go a left fielder. I'm going to go with Dylan Yeager. As we are set.
You picked Yeager. I picked Bergeron.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Round number 1 of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Season. 50 laps on the board here at Volusia. We are green flag. Alex Bergeron got the good jump over Tanner Tomasi, Kiefer, and Dylan Yeager the way side by side down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 for the first of 50 times here at Volusia. The track has been reworked, and we've got a fresh racetrack upon us right now, Alex.
And already battle for your second spot. You see 2 by 2 there is Damien Kiefer dropping back. There goes Dylan Yeager now to the outside, the 48 machine, to the outside of his teammate Damien Kiefer, Tanner Tomasi. He moved up to second here, but remember all the battles, all the heat from those heat races there. Tanner Tomasi had some instant classics with some of these guys in the back of the pack, so they're going to come up and try and get some payback on that 09.
Yeah, Damien Kiefer continues to work the bottom side through turn number 3 and 4. He'll slip back to position number 5. Bergeron still leads from Tanner Tomasi in second. Dylan Yeager runs in third position. Yeager now looking to get the drive and trying to find a way by the 09 of Tanner Tomasi. Damien Kiefer trying to put it to the inside of the 33 machine of Bergeron. But here comes Jay Place to the outside. We go back and look at battle for position 6, 7, 8, and 9. Place and Carter. Couple of team cars. The Selena truck stop number 69 of Brent Carter up alongside the 16 entry of Jay Place. And behind them is the 37 of Randall Carter. He battles it out with JD Brown.
And look at all of the VLR cars here in the top 10. You have Randall Carter, you have Brent Carter, you have Jay Place, Damien Kiefer, Dylan Yeager, all within your top 10 right now. You also have some VLR cars trying to gain their way up, like Howard Weaver, Ryan Underwood, so keep an eye on it, because VLR's all throughout this field.
Oh, Brent Carter in the 69 machine. Got caught up there on the exit of turn number 4 and now stopped on the front straightaway. Let's take a look at the first yellow at the first Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay for the first caution of the main event. So this was nearly a 3-wide battle. Brent Carter just tags the back of his teammate there, Randall Carter. And then, of course, that was that other red car that was coming through. I'm just going to look. I want to say it was Ethan Toda. I could be wrong on that one. I hope I'm wrong on that one, but I don't think Toda had anywhere to go on that one. It was a 23T. I got eyes like a hawk, mate. Just a little contact there to the rear end of the 69, and Brent Carter, unfortunately, sees that Salina truck stop number 69 facing to the inside concrete wall. And Alex, you know what happens?
I didn't do it.
That wall doesn't move.
Oh, that wall never moves.
Yeah, you should, look, they should have been reading the Power Plats presentation. It's trending worldwide already. Rocky Battenfield, he's going with Kendall Tucker for the win and the hard charger. I was actually looking at Kendall Tucker too, and I thought, I think it's going to be too far-fetched for him.
Well, you never know with that 00 for Swindell Speed Labs. Kendall Tucker, he's been hot ever since he's came back. You know, of course, just like most of these well-known guys, they're in college or they work full-time jobs. So now they're coming back onto the server once in a while, and they've been hot lately.
Well, I can confirm already when we go back to green. Looking at timing and scoring, the biggest mover through the field, up 6 positions, happens to be the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Felix Roy, he's up 4 positions as well. Brandon Proudfoot, he's up 3 positions. So some drivers that have already made some headway in the opening 7 laps here at Volusia, but the field is back into rows of 2x2. Lap 7 is in the books. 43 remaining here at Volusia. Alex Bergeron will once again lead us up down into turn number 1 and 2.
That 12 machine shot out of a cannon here already. Battle for second. Dylan Yeager to the inside. Caution already back out.
Absolutely, Platzy. You heard it. Triple P going worldwide, buddy. So a quick caution. Looks like we've got Hunter Heck involved in this one. We'll take a look at UltimateDirtTV instant replay, the 185. Oh, it started with Proudfoot in front of him. Proudfoot just gets into total. We'll slow it down here. So watch Brandon Proudfoot. Let's try and focus in on that one. So look at that left front hike into turn 1 and 2, Alex. Just gets into the side of Toda. And in comes Hunter Heck in behind him. And then, of course, that sets off a chain reaction. Underwood involved in that one. Dustin Hall involved in that one. The 7 entry of Logan Romney. Jacob Harbert into the wall. Leo Pina involved. And just the one car that eventually went around. Cole Cabrera in that one as well. So, tough break for some of these drivers. Jacob Harberts, he's gone down into pit road, got himself a quick repair. Ryan Underwood gone to the back. Brent Carter, Brandon Proudfoot, maybe claimed that one, or whether race controllers just deemed that he was at fault for that one, because we know, Alex, it's very tough being race control making those decisions.
Oh yeah, you sit in that race control booth once in a while, Brett Wheeler. I've sat through it for a while, but we've talked about a few of these guys, but there's one guy who we haven't talked about who's won a race here at Volusia in the Pro Series. It's been quiet night for him so far. That 157 of Drew Hopkins.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just, again, at this stage, it's early on in the main event, so he's probably just doing enough to do what he needs to do. Pace truck is back into the pit area. Green flag is back out. And, well, probably a timely restart there for Tanner Tomasi, because he had Dylan Yeager, who was already challenging into position number 2, and Dylan Yeager does that very quickly. Tomasi goes from 2nd back to 8th. Now look at Jay Place working the bottom side. Tomasi into the wall on the top side of the racetrack. Yellow again. Alex, that's 3 yellows in a row, and no doubt race control will be absolutely stewing at the fact that these drivers are just getting a little impatient here at Volusia. We are still at least 41 laps away. Howard Weaver, one of the drivers involved here, is Weaver and Powell come together. A tough break for Weaver. Didn't you say something about Weaver?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said hard charger for Weaver. Howard Weaver, blame Alex Robinson. And look at Tanner Tomasi. He was back in 8th position, and because we technically did not get a lap in, we go back to the last recorded lap once we come to the green flag. He's going to get his spot back, and he might as well just consider himself lucky.
Oh, but you know who has to be smiling right now? Somebody we didn't pick for hard charger, but he's moved up, he's finished, he got through a B main. Tyler Hudson into 12th now, as he has to be smiling because he's avoided all this chaos so far tonight.
Well, I can tell you right now, Kendall Tucker up 7 positions. Tyler Hudson up 5. Dustin Hall, Felix Roy up 7 and 7. Logan Romney and Leo Pina both 8 and 8. Brent Carter on the other end of the scale of that one, minus 15. Hunter Heck, minus 6. You take the good with the bad, Alex.
You gotta. Always take the good with the bad. But can anyone time up the 12? Alex Bergeron's restarts have been phenomenal so far tonight. No one's been able to stay with him on his restarts. Tanner Tomasi, a key example, he's been stuttering on those restarts, and Bergeron's pulled away, and he's been losing ground. He went back to 8th, gets lucky now. He needs to time this restart right, or this time it might cost him.
We'll go back to single file restarts, 9 in the books. 41 to go. So we've had a couple of attempts at double file, and because we've been unable to get a lap in the last 2 or 3 laps, we will go to single file restart. Look at Dylan Yeager, the run he has down into turn number 3. He looks to get by Tanner Tomasi. Big slide up there by Damien Kiefer. They go 3 wide. J plays Kiefer and Murtaugh down into turn number 1 and 2. Jaeger holds on to position 2, relegating Tomasi back to position 3. Murtaugh in 4th. Then we go back and Kiefer in plays, battling it out 5 and 6. They battled out in the heat race, Alex, and they're doing it again here.
Kiefer right there with Jay plays. Richard Murtaugh Jr. in that 4th spot right now, trying to get after Tanner Tomasi, but he has company. Damien Kiefer trying to sneak to the outside. There you see J.D. Brown right there with Jay Place. And all body in this top 10. They are staying close together here, but keep an eye on that battle for your 4th spot.
Oh, it is Kendall Tucker in the Slick Sim Sports Swindell Speed Lab 00 machine. Driving to the outside there on Randall Carter. Kendall Tucker up to position number 8. Tucker, look out. Carter got tight and drifted up into the left rear or the left side there of Kendall Tucker. No harm, no foul for either driver. Damien Kiefer on the inside of the 33 of Richard Murtaugh Jr. as they work down into turns 3 and 4. 14 is in the book, still 36 remaining. Now they've got Tanner Tomasi just in front of them. Battle on for positions 3, 4, and 5. But they're not too careful. Look out, Kiefer and Murtaugh. Little contact was made into turn number 1, and Damien Kiefer takes full advantage of that one.
Damien Kiefer now moves into the 4th spot here past Richard Murtaugh Jr. Jr. to the outside here, side by side. Those two go. That is your battle for your 4th spot here, but keep an eye on the 16 of Jay Place as he tries to pull into this battle here. Tanner Tomasi, be careful what you wish for. You wanted competition. You're going to get everyone coming for you now. That 09 under pressure here for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, it just almost looks like at the moment, it just looks like he's holding him up. Maybe just, maybe got the wrong gearing in that 09 machine. Kiefer holds on to position 5. Slide job there by Murtaugh on Tomasi as Tomasi tries to work back to the inside there, trying to get back into a podium position. Now Damien Kiefer, Jay Place once again. They'll go side by side. You're watching 2 by 2 working down the back straightaway. And just slowly coming into screen is that 00 machine for Slick Sim Sports and Swindell Speed Lab. It's Kendall Tucker, and he's on the verge of not only cracking a top 5, but he's on the verge of cracking a top 3. Contact with Kiefer and place Kiefer. Half spun the car, place Sadu, and Damien Kiefer back to position number 11.
And look who's in the top 10 here. Another guy. There's your hard charger right now of Kendall Tucker, but there is Tyler Hudson. Hudson in the 01. He moves up to 9th with that mess up there by Kiefer, and now he goes to the outside of Randall Carter. He's going to go by the 37 here, that 01 machine. He's going to put a run for his money here tonight on everyone else in this VLR crew. Because again, VLR in 2nd, VLR in the 6th spot, and then you have the Carter in 9th, Kiefer in 11th, so they're dropping back now. Yeah,
unfortunately, we see a number of the VLR drivers towards the bottom of the standings on the left-hand side of the screen. We continue to watch Tyler Hudson, Randall Carter. They continue to battle out. Ethan Taylor in 10th position. Damien Kiefer back there in 11th, battling it out with Felix Roy. Felix Roy up 9 positions. Kendall Tucker now up to position 4. He's up 12 positions. Tyler Hudson, Felix Roy both tied for 9th as Felix Roy make that 10th as he moves to position number 11. Meanwhile, your race leader, Alex Bergeron. About 3 laps ago, Alex, he had us about a 1.1, nearly 1.2 second advantage over Dylan Jaeger. Jaeger has now cut it down to 3/4 of a second. It goes between 8 to 7/10 of a second. And that 48 machine is just starting to come along.
Watch that 48 machine as he is gaining on the 12. And again, these are 2 drivers who you're known to see on the bottom side, both in the middle of the track right there at the cushion. You see the times up there very close together. Dylan Jaeger right now being fast in that 48 machine. Now going to go to the bottom side here, see what he can find there. But the 12 machine, he's keeping a good distance still.
Well, he was 3/4 of a tenth quicker, but look at Kendall Tucker. For about the past 3 or 4 laps, he has been the quickest car on the racetrack, and it's really just showing now. I should never have doubted the abilities of the 00 machine of Kendall Tucker from position 16 up to position 4 and trying to get into a podium position. We've just crossed the half race distance, 26 down, 24 to go. A lot of these drivers are just starting to spread themselves out just a little bit. They're still trying to provide a couple of different lines of racing. Ethan Toda, Felix Roy, and Damien Kiefer. Kiefer and Roy on the outside of a top 10. Tell you what, Ethan Toda would love a top 10 finish here tonight.
But guess what? Remember Felix Roy, we talked about him here. He was hard charger in week number 1 of the Summer Sizzle UMPs. Right now, he's in the 10th spot here. He came from a B main, but you also have Tyler Hudson. You also have Kendall Tucker in that field right now in the top 10, coming from B mains here. And again, Tyler Hudson up to 8th, Kendall Tucker up to that 4th spot.
Oh, there goes Roy with another slide job there on Ethan Toner. Toner once again trying to work back to the inside, trying to return the favour down into turn number 1 and 2. Does so, but Ethan Toner, well, left the lane for Felix Roy. Classy move there by Toner, not to just go up there and door him out of the way. And Felix Roy coming after Randall Carter in that Selena truck stop number 30 Miss 7 machine. Just in front of them happens to be Tyler Hudson in the 01 machine. Up front, battle on for positions 3 and 4. In fact, as here comes Kendall Tucker all over the back of Richard Murtaugh through turns 3 and 4. 31 down, 19 to go. Alex, it's been a lap. It's been a green flag run right now of about 20 to 21 laps.
And now watch Kendall Tucker here as he's poised. He's waiting for his chance to strike here. He is going to get him here. He's right there on the back bumper of Richard Murtaugh Jr. Watch the 0-0 go to the inside. Here comes a move for Kendall Tucker. Slide job, parks it on the nose of Richard Murtaugh Jr. Those two going at it. Kendall Tucker now up to the 3rd spot.
Well, he certainly parked it on the nose of the 33 machine. But Kendall Tucker now out of position number 3 after starting in position 16 outside of row number 8. Up 13 positions. Felix Roy into the top 10. Leo Pina, well, he's done a nice job as well from 24th. He's sitting in 17th spot right now. But tell you what, back up front, Alex Bergeron. We go back about, 6 or 7 laps ago. It was about 7 to 8 tenths of a second. That gap has near doubled. We are out to a near 1.5 second lead with 15 to run. Dylan Yeager still trying to make the bottom side work through turns 3 and 4. Alex Bergeron. Alex, he's got that thing right now humming at the right time, but a yellow is out.
Caution flag waves here, and man, oh man, Dylan Yeager, Kendall Tucker, they got to be smiling right now because that 12 machine was gone. He was waiting for the opportune time, and oh no, it's the 09 Tanner Tomasi. Jade plays right there as well, and oh, Tomasi gets contact, and he's going to hit the wall hard.
A tough break for Tomasi, the driver that started on the outside of the front row. Now finds himself, I believe, going back to the pit area. No, he's actually going to stay on the racetrack, and well, that car has probably seen better days, I dare say, Alex.
Yeah, that 09 has some major damage. That's going to be a tough one for him to even continue here, but if he can continue, it's going to be for how long?
Well, with about 13, maybe 14 laps left to run, Alex Bergeron, he is going to have Dylan Yeager right up on his back bumper, or on the outside I should say, and right up on his back bumper is going to be the 00 machine of Kendall Tucker. And again, Kendall Tucker started outside row number 8. How about Felix Roy from 21st? He is now up to 7th, Alex. That would put him up 14 positions. That is 1 spot higher than what you see Kendall Tucker.
Kendall Tucker has been on a mission here, and we talked about it when he had to run a B main. You didn't want to be in the way of one of these guys on a mission to make the A main. Well, he's carried that momentum. He's carried the mindset from a B main into the feature event, and it shows right now in a top 4 spot.
What a front row this is. A couple of young kids that have certainly got their heads screwed on straight. No doubt both these drivers would love to visit Victory Lane. Alex Bergeron on the inside. 3, 2, 1. He picks and stamps on the throttle. Picks it up. We're back underway in the main event with 14 remaining. Kendall Tucker looking to the inside immediately there on Dylan Yeager down into turn number 1 and 2. Jay Place trying to work the bottom side. Move up to position 4, but unable to make the pass on the 33 of Murtaugh. Meanwhile, Yeager holds on to position number 2. Kendall Tucker going back and right through the middle of, well, so much on the bottom side of the racetrack, not so much through the middle, but he'll work to the bottom side into turn number 1 and 2. Kendall Tucker may have just started to figure this one out later on. Yellow.
Caution flag waves just when the battle for second heated up. Kendall Tucker, Dylan Yeager were getting ready to go at it. Slide job for slide job because you knew it was coming. The haymaker going to be thrown here in your closing laps. We're closing in on 10 to run. When we go back green, we'll have 11 to run actually here in your feature event.
Well, another hashtag blame Alex is in full effect because Howard Weaver just gets into the back of Brent Carter, the 69 Brandon Proudfoot, nowhere to go. And Weaver, oh, Weaver, look out. Look out, Howard Weaver. I think that calls for another replay, Alex. Another Ultimate Dirt to instant replay. I can't see, it's very often that I see a late model do this.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to slow it down. Oh, look, the right rear is up off the ground. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, 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 no. Look out. That's a whoopsie. Howard Weaver, you can blame Alex Robinson picked you. Alex Robinson picked you. Ready? You want me to tell you when Alex Bergeron's going? I'll wait for the pace truck to go off. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. He's off.
Man, Brett Wheeler, I feel like you've raced with him before on the front row.
Oh, yeah, I think I've done a lap or two with Alex. We're back underway, though. And we're back under yellow. You are a silly sausage.
Just maybe. Oh. Why do I feel like I know exactly who said that to?
I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. I'm going to go back and have a look at an Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay and have a look at Dustin Hall in the 331 machine for Slick Sim Sports, the Dominator Dirt iRacing entry. Oh, Toda gets Toda, and unfortunately Toda and Dustin Hall do go around, and Howard Weaver, take note. Just reverse a little bit. Dustin Hall does not want to turn the car right. And that's how you stay on all fours. I get the feeling, Alex, we are about to go into a single file restart. Would you like me to time the restart again?
Go right ahead. I want to see if you can do it 4 times in a row.
Okay. 4 times in a row?
You've already done it 3.
Yeah, I know. Look, again, when you race with people enough and when you broadcast a number of events, and I think it's safe to say that I've broadcasted my fair share of events here on iRacing, you tend to get an idea on when people are going to go. Not this time by, but next time by. And again, like I said, I think we are probably going to go to a single file restart. Probably going to help the likes of Dylan Yeager, because now Yeager, he's going to be able to pick his line going into turn number 1.
It's going to be interesting.
And look, single file
think
restart.
about it, though. Oh, there it is. You know what, Brett Wheeler? The floor is yours. I'm going to let you time this one.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll keep an eye on the iRacing.com page track as it works its way down the back straight. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Bighorn Taxidermy Shop, Fergie 22, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, and Team Victory Lane Racing for allowing us here at Ultimate Dirt TV to bring you the action of the season opener of the Pro Late Models. Again, 8 weeks. Next week, we go to the virtual USA. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. He's off and underway. Alex Bergeron with 11 circuits remaining here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. 5.5 miles to go to put that number 12 immediately into victory lane. Yeager along with Kendall Tucker rolling the bottom side through 1 and 2. We'll see where they choose. Into turns 3. Tucker goes low. Yeager runs a mini slider line. Follows Alex Bergeron. Alex 10 to go.
You have Team ABR, you have VLR, you have Swindell Speed Lab, another VLR, and then you have Rocket Racing right there in your top 5 here. So VLR, remember, they started off rolling in the top 10 here, and now the top 5 have been
around.
Ooh, I saw that one.
Yeah, just saw that one at the end of that one. Hey, look who's up in 5th, Alex. Look who's up in 5th. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Actually, before we talk about that, let's talk about why we are under yellow once again. I get the feeling Cole Cabrera is responsible for this one. Just a little nudge. Ouch. Well. Alex. Just like what we've seen in the opening 10 laps, again, these drivers just starting to get a little impatient. But when you've got the likes of Alex Bergeron, Dylan Yeager, Kendall Tucker out in the top 3, you want to pick up as many positions as you can because everybody wants to be crowned the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Champion. It takes a special kind of breed to win a VLR race, Alex, because when you come to VLR, the best of the best only win. And did you know I've actually won a VLR race?
No, I didn't know that.
You did not know that. Okay, history lesson for you. I won a race albeit at USA International Speedway. I'm going to give you an opportunity to pick a car. Any dirt car.
Midgets.
Incorrect. I'm going to throw that out there to anybody. If they can correctly guess the car, you get a round of applause. 9 to go. Alex Bergeron once again will lead us back to the green flag. Yeager. He's got Kendall Tucker all over the back of him. Oh man, I tell you what, fourth on back was absolutely sleeping on that start. But watch the battle between Yeager and Tucker. What's going on to Felix Roy? Because now Felix Roy is back there in 22nd position. In fact, he is out of the event.
Man, oh man, Roy joins Weaver and Heck in the pits. Tough break for the young Canadian who was running up in the top 5. There is now Kendall Tucker trying to catch up to Dylan Yeager once more. But Alex Bergeron is your race leader, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's going to come down to it here for the second spot.
Yeah, 0.6 of a second, 6.5 of a second to be exact of Alex Bergeron. There's a big gap over Dylan Yeager and Alex Bergeron. He's so good at running the bottom side. Look at Damien Kiefer. He's worked his way back up into position number 5. Look at Ryan Underwood trying to move up. He's moved up 10 positions. Leo Pina up 13, equaling the Charger. Hard, biggest mover through the field along with Kendall Tucker. From 16th to 3rd, but Pina from 24th. Well, he's now back in 12th position. He was in 11th. Kiefer and Jay Place go at it again with another short slider.
Right now you see Damien Kiefer, Jay Place, slide job there by Kiefer. These two, remember, they got into it there, and that's what Kiefer went to the back into that 11th spot. Now they're back up into the top 5, going at it for your 4th spot, the 0 to the 16. They're going at it side by side, and man, oh man, top 5 now. Guess what? Back to 3 out of the 5 VLR.
And we've got 3 laps left to run. Man, the 16 of Jay Place, that left front was so close to catching that tyre on the exit of turn number 4. It's a big yellow tyre. You cannot miss it. But he done very well not to miss it. Alex, the popsicle sticks are out. 2 to run.
2 to run for the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. Dylan Yeager, Kendall Tucker still your top 3. You see J.D. Brown, Richard Murtaugh, Tyler Hudson. He's still in the top 10 here. But around he goes one more time. The white flag in the air for the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron.
White flag here in your season opener into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2. You're back straight away for the final time. The Matjoulis Seay Speedshop season opener here at Volusia, presented by Team Victory Lane Racing. Into 3. Out of turn number 4. Alex Bergeron will visit Victory Lane. Dylan Yeager home in 2nd. Kendall Tucker will grab 3rd. And a hard charging Kendall Tucker from 16th to position 3. Unofficially, J.D. Brown in 4th. Richard Murtaugh in 5th. Then we'll go to Underwood, Harvards, Hudson, Kiefer, and Place, rounding out your top 10. But round number 1, and an emphatic statement being shown by the Team ABR Esports number 12 machine, a 3-time iRacing Sprint Car world champion and a 3-time defending world champion at that. Alex Bergeron will officially go to Victory Lane. Dylan Yeager home in 2nd. Kendall Tucker officially finishing in 3rd. 4th will go to J.D. Brown, and Richard Murtaugh Jr. rounds out your top 5.
Picked it with Ryan Underwood, Jacob Harberts, Tyler Hudson comes home in 8th. Damien Kiefer, Jay Place, your top 10.
11th is going to be Tanner Tomasi, Brandon Proudfoot in 12th, Leo Pina in 13th. 14th we'll see Brent Carter and Drew Hopkins rounds out your top 15.
Randall Carter comes home in 16th. Ethan Toder, Cole Cabre, Dustin Hall, and Daniel Powell round out the top 20. And then Logan Romney, Felix Roy, Howard Weaver, and Hunter Heck will round out your feature results. But Brett Wheeler, talk about it for a second. I picked the winner. Rocky Battenfield picked the hard charger.
Yeah, and therefore the name of the game is I win. Tell you what we are going to do. We are going to go. Let's go from back to front because we'll chat to the driver that comes home in third place here tonight and tonight's hard charger. It's the 00 machine of Kendall Tucker. Kendall, congratulations, buddy, on a third place finish here tonight. And, well, the question is going to be a hindsight question. Had you had started further up, could this be a different story?
Yeah, I definitely think if driver wouldn't have stepped on it in qualifying, didn't even get a lap in there for hitting the wall, and just pretty much was dead last and made my night way more difficult than it needed to be there. So, luckily I was able to get up through the field there and pass a bunch of cars, and unfortunately I went through a slider on I think third and wasn't clear and went to slam on the brakes, and just, fortunately wasn't enough, and he ran to the back of me there. But it's just all my fault. Got a lot of damage from it, and it really slowed the car down a lot. But without that mistake there and the feature, if the car would have been clean, I really would have liked my chances there. But we'll take it after how the night started.
Always a good way to kick off a season opener with a podium. Obviously, you would have liked when that's what you do. You come out here to win, but when you put pro late models on the racetrack, any late models on the racetrack, especially here at VLR, you're going to have the best of the best to run out here and to run up front. What's it like, and what's it going to be on trying to put 8 weeks of basically near perfection races to come away with a championship?
Yeah, there's definitely a strong field of cars in this series. But hopefully we can just try to be consistent, throughout the whole season here. Just try to keep the car up front. Hopefully contend for some wins, throughout the season. So, it's just all going to be about your finishing position at the end of the race, to compete for the championship. So, I was really worried there, with how my night started. Was really not wanting to have to use, the one drop week, here on the first week. So, just had to get up on the wheel and, come up through the field there, in the heat, and then the B, and then the feature as well. So, I got to thank JD Brown, for getting this thing dialed in here for me tonight. I'm just not able to be on the PC as much as I need to anymore, but, he always keeps me up to speed and everything. So, really big thanks to him. Congrats to him on the good run.
All right, buddy. Look, well done on third place finish here tonight. I think it's safe to say that you are officially tonight's hard charger, but we'll let VLR handle that one on the back end of it. But Kendall, congratulations on hard charger. Third place run here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors on this race car, pit behind the scenes, who continue to put in the work here on this 00 machine.
Yeah, just all my guys at Swindle Speed Lab and Slick Sim Sport for all help, especially JD Brown and Dustin Hall for, getting me up to speed here tonight. So, got to thank K1 Race Gear, Bear Archery, 127 Industries, Dominator Designs, and iRaps. If anybody's looking for a new iRacing paint scheme, hit up Dustin Hall. He does some awesome work. So, thanks to all the guys at VLR, for putting on the league. And, as always, Brett, thank you and all the guys at UltimateDirtTV for the broadcast. So, luckily I was able to get a good finish out of tonight. So, hopefully we can, qualify up front, the rest of the season. And, like I said, hopefully compete for some more wins and hopefully, be able to compete for the championship.
All right, there we go. Kendall Tucker, no doubt we'll speak to him plenty of times throughout the season of this 8-week season. Alex Robinson, you're caught up with our runner-up entry of Dylan Yeager.
And the 48 machine. Talk about a good run here, especially some of those restarts. You gave the 12 machine a run for your money. Couldn't get it done in the end, but a strong run for the 48.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll take it for sure. I'm hoping to have the same kind of result as I did last season in the VLR deal and the QMP. So, second place run here the first week. That's good. Hopefully we get this consistency going the rest of the season.
And now talk about the night that it started off for Team VLR. It was VLR in control from the get-go in qualifying and heat race action. And then for most part of this feature, VLR was taking over that whole top 10.
Yeah, we definitely had our setup dialed tonight. Good run from everybody on the team. Obviously Bergeron's he's the best out there, or one of the best out there. But yeah, good run for us tonight. I'm glad that everyone on this team had good runs.
And now we see a lot of great sponsors on that 48 machine. Take some time, shout them all out.
Yeah, gotta thank you guys for doing the broadcast. Gotta thank my parents for supporting me. Gotta thank VLR for everything. And yeah, hopefully I can talk to you guys next podium spot.
Well, that is your second place finisher tonight, Dylan Yeager. Brett Wheeler, you're talking with the winner. My pick, Alex Bergeron.
Yes, I certainly am, and what a way to kick off the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Season Open, and there's something about this man that loves this type of racetrack. Alex Bergeron will win round number 1 here at Volusia. Alex, congratulations on a dominating performance, and well, you must have brought the broom to Volusia because you swept away round number 1.
Yeah, it was great. Definitely had a good car tonight. Only practiced for about 5 minutes for this race. Just came out of coaching, so always working hard. So definitely happy to see this result tonight.
Mate, how much time and effort do you put into pro late models, especially knowing that you've got 8 weeks of fierce competition, and when we have the VLR guys, like I said previously, you're always going to have the best of the best competition. It just proves to me and proves to everybody else why you are so versatile and being one of the best all round here on the service. But how much time and effort goes into late models and pro late models at that factor for a season upcoming as such as this one?
Well, we'll definitely try to put a bit more time for the next few weeks. Try to see if we can find a bit more speed. But we had the car very good tonight, very settled all race long, led all 50 laps. So had a good line in qualifying. We pushed the car really, really hard. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, I drove it like a sprint car. So really, really happy to see this. And just we'll have a bit more work on these late models, but we're already working very hard. Also on the ABRSF shop on these weekly setups for the pro late models. So it definitely helps me a little bit more to get my my lens on there a little bit, because it's not the same time as the super late model. These drives definitely different.
What is Alex Bergeron and Volusia Speedway? Why does this combination of yourself and Volusia just click in any car you step into here on iRacing?
I don't know. I love the format of the track and how it's planned out. Just tight walls on the bottom. You got to be really close if you want to be on the moisture, which is same thing as Williams Grove. So reason why these are my 2 favorite tracks. It's very, very technical, and there's no full throttle all the way around, and easy thing to do. So it's all very technical, and that's what I like.
All right. Well, what a way to open up the season. You bring the broom to Volusia. You sweep away with quick qualifying, heat race win, and you lead all 50 laps of tonight's feature event. Alex, congratulations on this win. No doubt an opportunity for you to thank your sponsors and people behind the scenes that help make this possible.
Yeah, absolutely, Brett. Everyone at Team UVR Sports, Rebecca, Jason, everyone that supports me in this team. My dad for watching all the time. You guys for doing an awesome job broadcasting, and of course all of our precious partners, Pitlogic Cat, BK Designs, Seay Shocks, Smart Farm Equipments, CD Scintigraphy, Wraps and Stitches, Stoco, BNB Dirt Racing Simulators, ABRSF Shop, and finally Grassy 3R. So, like I said, thank you for broadcasting this, and VR for opening us up. And hopefully next week we can come on and bring on to a victory. We're close to the top 3.
All right, there we go. Alex Bergeron, you win it. And as I said, next week, the momentum rolls forward. Alex, round 1 at Volusia is done. Next week, we roll into USA.
USA, and a lot of storylines going to be going in there. Alex Bergeron looking for back-to-back, and you have Blake Matjoulis looking for redemption. Evan C. possibly going to make his season debut there, and then also Chris Ferguson, he signed up. So let's see, can Chris Ferguson make his long-awaited debut? We heard about it, that his wheel wasn't in yet, so hopefully the wheel is in by next week, and we might see some debuts, we might see some returns, and there's also a lot of redemption on the minds of some drivers.
Yeah, Evan C. hopefully looking to make his season debut next week at USA International Raceway, and a track that I've won a VLR race in. And going back to that, Alex, only Rocky Battenfield was the only person to pick that correctly. It was in a Dirt Legend car of all cars.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have thought a sprint car, a midget. I saw Platzi said UMP. I wouldn't have thought Dirt Legend.
Believe it or not, that's what happened. And it was It was a broadcast race by OSR Network, Joe White, and I actually told Joe White because I was the week before. I told him that I was racing that and I was going to win that race, albeit I won by like the slimmest of margins, but nonetheless, hey, a win is a win, and that's what Alex Bergeron is going to take forward the momentum into next week at USA. Can Blake Matjoulis bounce back after a disappointing run in tonight's B main and exiting out of the race and round number 1 early on? Will we see the likes of Evan Seay back next week? Chris Ferguson? Those drivers have got some redemption to do over the next 7 weeks. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Team Victory Lane Racing, CFM Esports, Bighorn Taxidermy, and ShopFergie22.com for all your racing tees and t-shirts. Check them out at ShopFergie22.com and everything else that they've got. And, of course, CFMEsports.com. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of Alex Robinson, myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night. We'll see you back next week, round number 2 at USA. But tonight, congratulations goes to Alex Bergeron.